Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to ABC Azatour Book Club from Al-Ma'moon Primary School. Today's book is How to Think Like Leonardo da Vinci. The subtitle is 7 Steps to Genius Every Day by Michael Gelb. He used to say and to speak in Italian like buongiorno, come va, and so on. The interesting thing for this episode, as you see, this is a Google Doc and the magic box is share. We talked yesterday about the importance of sharing, not hoarding. And the Google Doc is in the clouds, free for everyone. Our big ideas are the 7 principles, the magic number of 7, 100 questions, keep a journal, unconscious database, get your mind map on, affirmations, learning to draw, the body of a genius, goals and process. Of course, the Google Doc is interactive. One click, any video here, you will go directly to it. I'm gonna read this interesting quote by Michael Gelb, the author of How to Think Like Leonardo. If the young Leonardo were alive today and attending grade school, he would probably be on medication. Fantastico. Michael Gelb. Okay? Why Leonardo da Vinci? In the book of Genius by Tony Buzan, he made the world's first objective attempt to rank the greatest geniuses of history. Now we're talking about competencies, about standards, about the scale. His scale consists of 5 main categories: originality, versatility, dominance in field, universality of vision, strength and energy. And the first one is, of course, the maestro Leonardo da Vinci, according to the scientific study and research of Tony Buzan, the father of mind map. As usual, our first mind map, I stole it from the internet, is very suitable for our pupils. The second one is very colorful. This is the Vitruvian Man. And this is a photocopy of his notebook, of Leonardo's notebook. Why? Because 18 sheets of Leonardo's notebooks were purchased by Bill Gates, one of our geniuses, for $30.8 million in November 1994. And I'm going to talk about the importance of having a notebook. And then this is my favorite mind map, because we use here mirror writing, and this is written backward, the favorite method of the maestro of Leonardo da Vinci, again the Leonardo or da Vinci Code, as we know. Now we're going to discuss in some details the 7 principles of how to think like Leonardo. The first one is curiosità. This is Italian because Michael Gelb speaks Italian spontaneously and fluently. I'm trying to imitate him. Curiosità, and the meaning is an insatiably curious, like children, like our pupils in the primary stage, curious approach to life and unrelenting quest for continuous learning, continuous professional growth. And we are talking also about the school-based professional growth. And we can also take this idea and implement it in our school through the choice of a genius for each month, and by asking our children many questions and inviting them to ask us also more than we ask them. And we can ask ourselves how curious we are. When is the last time we sought knowledge simply for the pursuit of truth? This is curiosità, and this is one of the views of flowers by Leonardo. And we can see the three dimensions, the three perspectives of one flower. And sometimes he used a mirror to see his paintings in reverse, to see them in a distance. And the interesting thing about this book is packed with wonderful ideas and also exercises in order to cultivate each and every step of the 7 steps. Wonderful book, practical book, and this is called Curiosità Self-Assessment. And the interesting thing and the most brilliant exercise here in this book is the 100 questions. You have to ask yourself 100, why this number, 100 questions. The first 20, 30 questions will come off your mind. After this 20 questions will, some themes and the patterns will emerge, and the last 20, 30 questions may be, these questions are the most profound questions. Here is my notebook. Very important to have a notebook. This is your life. This is for you, for intuition and incubation. And I'm gonna show you the my 100 questions. My 100 question. This is number 1 till number 100. And this is my top 10. I made them 12. Okay. The second one is dimostrazione, a commitment to test knowledge through experience, persistence, and a willingness to learn from mistakes. And the background is very, very famous. This is the picture, they call it the Nutcracker Man and the Beautiful Youth. If you want to see it here, the Nutcracker Youth. Okay, and here is the demonstration, self-assessment, and the main question and exercise here: what would I do differently if I had no fear of making mistakes? Sensazioni, senses, the continual refinement of the senses, especially sight, as the means to enliven experience. Saber vedere, knowing how to see. This is for sensory awareness. I'm gonna quote here Leonardo. We always look without seeing, listen without hearing, touch without feeling, eat without tasting, move without physical awareness. Sensazione, self-assessment, and also we have a nice self-assessment about the synergy of the 5 senses. Wow, this is the sfumato, and the background is also a wonderful picture about the Virgin of the Rocks. The sfumato is, of course, the famous style of Leonardo. The hazy, foggy, fuzzy, mysterious quality of his paintings. Sfumato, literally going up in smoke, a willingness to embrace ambiguity, paradox, and uncertainty. Of course, this is the sfumato self-assessment, and we can also cultivate this wonderful sfumato by inviting our pupils to do games, to solve puzzles, and read stories for intuition and incubation. Arte scienza. Arte scienza. It's a wonderful to develop this trait. the development of balance between science and art, logic and imagination, whole brain thinking. We all know that the right brain is responsible for imagination, the left one for science, steps, and the logic thinking. And we have to activate the right because we always focus on the left. And this is also the Plato and Aristotle. Raphael took this idea from Leonardo, and Raphael took the idea of, this is the history of Athens, and he also, Raphael took the idea from whom? I forgot. From Michelangelo. Remember the roof of the Sistine Chapel. And this is the mind map, Titian's assessment. And this is corporalita. Corporalita, it's all about fitness, the cultivation of grace, ambidexterity, fitness, and poise. And this is the symbol of fitness, and we see how he used it for architecture, for planning, and we see for cubics, and this is the palm. It's marvelous. The ultimate, and the best thing in the world is the human being. The corporality self-assessment, cognizione, the last one, the cognizione, a recognition of and appreciation for the interconnectedness of all things and phenomenon, systems, thinking, and also we have our exercises. And the last one, which I personally love, is upside down drawing. Thank you for watching.